Sliding into our the next game in the 12 o'clock slate, we've got Bengals at Panthers. Line here, we've got Bengals minus 4.5, over under 48.5. Early betting splits: 69% of the bets in the spread coming in the Bengals, 59% of the bets coming in the over, and 79% of the money line bets coming in on the Bengals, locking up that sweet minus 192 action. All right. So we've got the 0-3 Bengals versus the 1-2 Panthers, the resurgent 1-2 Panthers, with the red rifle at the helm. Is this Panthers team as good as they looked against the Raiders?
No, the Raiders are another team that got caught napping last week, and Antonio Pierce called them out for it after the game. Um,
Oh, the
so
business decision.
right, yeah. So I I think the Raiders were napping. They thought they were gonna to show up and beat the Panthers, the Andy Dalton Panthers, um, but that didn't happen. So um, yeah. So the big question is is Andy Dalton Joe Montana? Is it is that
I
who he is?
mean,
The answer to that question is no. I
no,
think
he's
if
Andy Dalton.
he spent a year in New Orleans. What was it, last year, or no, 2 years ago?
Yeah, no,
And he
he was
was
the backup last year too.
right. He was back with the Panthers, but 2 years ago he spent a year in New Orleans. He was terrible there. He wasn't great when he was with the Bears. I understand it is an Andy Dalton revenge game, um, but I also think this is a big get right spot for the Bengals, who, I mean, I don't think they can go 0-4. Um, that being said, the Bengals defense might be really terrible.
Okay, that's where I was going with this. I think the Bengals defense might be like legitimately bad. Like,
Because the
um,
last time that Caleb Williams looked good was against the Bengals defense in preseason, and he hasn't looked the same since.
I think this Bengals defense might be horrific.
They might be.
I don't did Washington punt on Monday night? Was that the story that they didn't punt? They never punted. They scored on
No,
every possession.
no punts or turnovers. It was like the first time since like the 1940s.
You can't take the Bengals. Okay, I'll
I might change my pick
give me the give me the Panthers plus the 4.5. Um, I think there's a chance the Bengals might win this and the Panthers still cover. That being said, I can't trust this Bengals. I need to see this Bengals team actually get a stop before I take them, because the Panthers offense looked really good last week against a team that we thought was was had some juice to it in the Raiders. So give me the Andy Dalton Panthers plus the 4.5. Also bet the hell out of the over on this one, 47. Panthers might get that by themselves with Andy Dalton at the helm. So
what
all right.
I'm well, I'm still thinking.
Oh, you have made a. I'm on the Panthers. Like, I didn't even question it. Like, I didn't
it
even need to look at the line.
it's this Bengals defense that concerns me. Like they could be historically bad. Um,
And the thing of it is, like, the place where you should be able to attack the Panthers is on the ground. Like, every team should be able to run the ball against them. I don't think the Bengals are running the ball that well.
you know,
Like, I don't think Zach Moss and Chase Brown have really done much of anything this year, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I think they might. Chase Brown always seems to have a couple flash plays, but like down in, down out. I don't think they're really capable of moving the ball successfully on the ground. Everything is on Joe Burrow.
yeah.
So,
All right, I'm going to stick with my initial decision. I'm going to stick with the Bengals.
oh,
Um, gonna ride with Joe Burr for one last week.
I'm riding with the red rifle. Bang
We'll see if he
bang
can pull it off.
bang bang. Speaking, I also I'm riding a bit high, because I bet like every single Andy Dalton prop last week on the over, and like clean. I laddered the passing yards up to 250, and I believe he cleared. I'm
Oh
pretty
yeah,
yeah,
he cleared it. Yeah.
yeah. So it was the red rifle was firing all the bullets into my bank account this week.